for the serious gamer.
It's Colin again, and previously on Next Gen Tactics, you would have seen me fight awfully hard to capture the third base here on Laguna Presa. And I continue the trend as we start to move on of getting killed and getting picked back up by Sniper Bot, and getting killed and getting picked back up. So you're welcome for the points, man. It's all good. So eventually, he revives me, and I manage to stay on my feet for more than 2 seconds, and we're able to move up. And at this point, I died a bunch of times, and, sometimes I play really poorly when I'm angry, but occasionally I play really well. So, I was kind of frustrated at the amount of times that I died going after that base, because I think that, I wind up with like 19 deaths in this match overall, and I gotta think that, like, 25 of those 19 were on that last base. So what I'm going to do is push up here and try and take some MCOM stations myself, rather than just kind of staying back and playing a support role. So I see this guy. I'm going to clear that threat out because I don't want him to wipe out my team. I want to have their support. I'm going to chuck some smoke, clear the area, and I'm going to go arm alpha. Shortly after I arm alpha, though, I think I get knocked down by a medic, but I call him out, and he's not able to affect any change. Oh, I heard that guy coming, so I popped out and cleared him up before I go for the arm. But yeah, the medic's not able to have any impact. They're able to clean him up, and we take alpha straight away. But I called out for Zombie to stay alive. He does, and I'm going to spawn right back in. I'm going to go back to work and go grab Bravo. And I think I previously mentioned in the other video that, once we won that tough-fought battle for the third base, some of their top players backed out of the game. And what you'll find is if you manage to gain momentum one way or the other, people will start to quit, and it makes the victory easier as time goes on. So right here I'm going to arm, I'm going to duck behind cover, and I'm going to start laying down smoke and grenades and assault rifle fire, and just keep them off the MCOM, and we're able to actually take this base out very, very fast. And as I had mentioned in my Laguna Presa defense video, you want to try and hold the enemy either on bases 1, 3, or 5, in my opinion. And, this kind of demonstrates why. Unfortunately, I didn't capture our base 1 offense, but you know how hard we had to fight to get base 3. And base 5, if you're faced with a solid defense, can be almost as difficult, if not more difficult in certain situations. They're given equipment, heavy MGs and that sort of thing, that make it easier for them to defend. And, you wind up in a nail-biter sometimes trying to take base 5. So right there, we take number 4 very quickly, and I'm going to try and push up and head over to the base because, you want to keep the pressure on, although I do hear a medic firing, it sounds like an M14. So what I'm going to do is actually sweep up on this hill and make sure that he's cleared out so he doesn't get to decimate the team before I head across the river and get in the action and try and take these bases. And in capturing the final base, I think that probably represents some of my best gameplay of the match. I believe that someone on the other team actually goes over and C4s A from underneath, so we're able to focus our attack on Bravo. And this can be a tough one to take if you're not smart about it. But you'll see I take a couple of different approaches to getting over there. I make a few mistakes, but eventually I get in and arm the station myself, although I believe they disarm it. Right here is a mistake. So I'm going to pop out of this window, and I'm trying to focus on this building, even though I should have realized from the hit marker that I was getting tagged from another direction and focused my my attack there. No worries though, my team takes up camp underneath this hut and provides a mobile spawn point for now so that we can actually keep the pressure on. But I pop out and I get taken down again, this time by a sniper from another direction. So there's a couple of straight deaths, and now we're pushed back to spawn. So time to get back in the action and call out. Stone's going to drive the ATV in, so I'm going to go in with him. And right here, Stone drives an excellent route that gets us right in behind enemy lines and in a great position to attack. And, one of the things that I gotta got to take my hat off to Stone for his map knowledge and his ability to get into places and nooks and crannies that are really advantageous for your team. So, running with him makes you a better player, because basically you can follow his lead and get into some really great spots to attack or defend. So I'm going to pop out here and I'm going to clear off the heavy MG and slowly, patiently make my way towards the station. And I hear gunfire behind me. Don't see one of my teammates on the minimap, so I spot this guy and I take him down. And what I'm going to do is pop some smoke out in front of the station and then go in for the arm. So I'm able to do that successfully, get in, arm Bravo, and then I'm kind of going to duck behind cover. And I'm pinned down a little bit right here, so I don't want to make a run for it and try and defend from afar, because there's really nowhere for me to go. So this guy comes in to disarm, I shoot him in the ass. I'm going to shoot this guy in the back, but eventually this medic gets smart. I try and knife him, but he takes me down with the M14. So they get the disarm. No worries, we're going to make another run for it, because that's what we do. So I hop out of the tank early, and I'm actually going to try and run a flank route here, similar to the route that Stoneface drove on the quad bike. I want to try and get behind them or beside them where they're not expecting me, and try and keep things clear. So I'm not sure if they get another disarm here or not. I think maybe they do, and I'm going to try and find a perch where I can successfully keep them off the MCOM. So I'm going to pick off a couple of guys. This is probably, my best streak, my best gameplay. So now I'm going to push towards Bravo because they've disarmed it. Spot, take a couple of shots, get a hit marker. No big deal, because this is where all the fun happens. There, we've got the charge set, and I'm in a great position to cover it. And you can see these guys all hopping over the cliff. It's like a scene out of a movie or something. So I'm just going to start laying down fire. And my teammates are doing the same thing. You can see that that Stone is nailing them with the 249. I pick a couple of guys off the MCOM station here, and just as I'm about to get taken down, the station goes down, and we get the victory. So anyway, guys, this was a match that really wasn't a walkthrough for me. It was a hard-fought game. Doesn't result in the best KD, but again, that's not the important part here. The important thing is getting the win and doing what it takes to get there. So I hope you enjoyed this match and sort of the map focus on Laguna Presa. And my intention is to cover other maps in a similar fashion. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. Take care. Talk soon.